on, guys? Cameron here, back again with another video today. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Today's not a card break. As you guys know, or maybe you did or didn't see in my newest channel update, I did a video saying that I kind of want to take my channel in a new direction. I want to focus more on baseball in general versus just baseball cards. I know a lot of people, like Mike O, he has a baseball channel and then he has his card channel. I don't really have the time to do both separately, so I figured, you know what, let's just make it one whole baseball channel. I don't collect anything else besides baseball cards. I'm a Chiefs fan, if you could see it up there. And then there's Kansas City Chiefs thing up there. I don't really watch football that much. I catch maybe 1 to 2 games a year, and that's including the Super Bowl. But anyways, today's video is going to be me talking about baseball topics. More importantly, things that happen in this week of baseball. I know the Ichiro hitting 3,000 happened on Sunday, but nonetheless, I'm going to talk about it today. Because technically the start of the week is Sunday, the end of the week is Sunday, at least in an American calendar year. You don't believe me? Google it, because I've proven plenty of people wrong about that before. Anyways, guys, going back to what I was saying, in baseball this week, Ichiro hit 3,000. That's something that I want to say he was between the 28th and the 30th, one of those numbers, of the people to ever do it. Now, something you got to remember, Ichiro had a career in Japan. Some people count that as part of his professional career. So, with that being said, he has hit 3K a long time ago. But, based just in the MLB, he has hit 3K. As of last Sunday. He's a guy that's been in MLB for a good number of years. He's been with the Mariners, he's been with the Yankees, and now he's with the Marlins. It just goes to show how much faith people had to the fact that he was going to reach 3K this year, considering the fact that Topps did a chasing 3K card collection on Ichiro. Not sure how many, if they did a full 3,000 card set of that. I've only collected a handful of those so far. But nonetheless, like I said, he's someone who deserves to be congratulated about that. That's something big in baseball history, whether you like him or not. You got to give it to the guy. And then talking about another person who I believe was the last person to hit 3K, I want to say. Don't quote me on this. I didn't really pay too much attention to baseball up until this year. But ARod. And he's another person I want to talk about. ARod officially decided to retire this year. And so he retired yesterday, I want to say. Yesterday was his last game. He went 1 for 4, I believe it was, with an RBI double. He didn't get that last home run he was hoping for. His 3K he hit with a home run. Matter of fact, somebody I watch on YouTube named Zach Hampel, he's a ball hawk. Check out his channel. I may or may not leave a link in the description, because I kind of don't really know him. Don't know if he'd want me to do that. Versus like Michael, who I've kind of already had some interaction with, so I left his link in the description. But back to ARod. His last and final request, or one of them at least, was to be able to play third base for the last time. That was denied by the Yankees manager, Joe. Oh my gosh, I have the name at the top of my head, but I can't think of it. Nonetheless, he got the request denied. So, it's sad to see. You would kind of hope, that they would, or you would think they'd want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, you've been one of our top guys for years. Let's go ahead and give you that last opportunity to play third base, considering the fact that you've done so much. But you got to take into the fact that, he did get uh, popped. Joe Girardi. It was Joe Girardi. I had to look in my baseball card book. I have that card. But he got popped. Now, unlike a lot of other people, he actually did come forward. He did, apologize for what he did, and it's one of those things. Yes, he did wrong, but you can only hold the guy to it so much. At least he did come forward and apologize. I'm not trying to defend ARod at all. I'm just speaking my opinion. There's a lot of greats out there who have been popped, like Sammy Sosa. No matter what people can say, even him corking a bat before, and he's still one of the greats. You can't deny the fact of that. Baseball again is a thing of risk. A lot of teams, they'll it's like purposely walking your opponent's best hitter. You got to take those chances. Yeah, it may not make you look the best, but it's something you got to do. I don't condone cheating or whatnot, not at all. I'm just saying you can't hold the guy to one mistake compared to his career's worth of work. I think he's definitely someone who should and will go to the MLB Hall of Fame. Him and Jeter, those two guys together, those guys were the face. Mainly Jeter, but those two were the face. And those, whether you knew the Yankees or not, you knew the names ARod, you knew the names Derek Jeter. It's just how it is. Every team's got that guy. I guarantee you, tons of people in California, whether they pay attention to baseball or not, they know who Mike Trout is. Even Baltimore, people probably know who at least Manny Machado is. Teams have those guys. The Dodgers, I would say their guy's Puig. Boston, whether you watch baseball or you don't, whether you live in Boston or you don't, people know who David Ortiz is. They even know him referenced probably as Big Papi. It's just, baseball is one of those things. Yeah, some guys cheated, but you got to take into the fact that they've had a whole career. ARod was getting up there in years. It's a lot harder for you to play. I don't, again, not condoning it, but, and not saying it's right because I don't think it is. I'm just saying, the guy has so much of a high reputation and has so much pressure on him, it tends to make people push themselves further and do things that maybe they wouldn't normally do just to keep up their normal and everyday, deal. So, again, thank you, Ichiro. Thank you, ARod. And for me to say thank you, ARod, is something, I do not at all like the Yankees at all. But, ARod is one of those guys you have to give a hand clap to. Ichiro, I don't care for the Marlins, I don't pay attention to the Marlins, whatever, but, Ichiro, hand clap to you. These are just the topics I want to talk about this week. The next topic I want to talk about is going to be Cleveland Indians logo, controversy. Because for those of you who aren't Cleveland fans, don't really care, you see the C, and a lot of people don't even recognize the C. I could wear this hat and people would probably think it's C for Cameron, that I got this hat made for me. But, that's people who don't know baseball. But, more so, I would assume people who don't know baseball would more so notice this. Anyways, that's going to be my next topic for next week. I'm going to try and do a baseball topic or a controversy topic at least once a week. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a video on the weekly scores. I'm going to take scores from Saturday to Sunday. So I'm going to take scores from Sunday to Saturday. So every Sunday I'm gonna post, or at least try to, hopefully. I'm gonna take scores from last week, and I'm gonna go through all the scores for the week. That way, people who may or may not have missed, they can at least see this or see or hear the scores for the week. So stay tuned for that. If you care to see, this is Ichiro's all of his 3,000 hits. I don't know if you could see that very well, but there it is. That's a map and a layout of all his 3,000 hits. Pause the video if you need to check that out, or even Google it. It's pretty amazing to see how they plotted out 3,000 hits. That's pretty cool. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in this week. Thank you for watching. I know this isn't a card break video, but happy National Baseball Card Day 2016. So, again, guys, as always, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. Leave a comment, letting me know, discussing in this topic. And if you're not already, subscribe. So, see you guys on the next video. Peace out.